throughout it comes good, then we will have the live lecture only all time. Okay, so let's start with our lecture. Good afternoon, Shubhangi. Am I audible to everyone? Harshit, Siddharth, Anshu, Mohit, Muskan. I am audible to everyone. Now, in the previous class, we started with the coordination compound. And when we did the coordination, good afternoon, Garima. When we did the coordination compound, we did that about the Alfred Werner theory. Up to that. Now, today we are going to do with some important definitions which we are going to read that particular that definitions, or you can say the particular words we are going to read throughout our unit. So you just need to keep these definitions in your mind, and whatever we are going to do you need to learn that. So keep ready your copy, chemistry notes register, as well as your pen pencil. So along the lecture you are going to maintain the notes. Clear? Now, the very first thing in the definitions, now, the very first definition we are going to have the coordination entity. This particular coordination entity, it is also called as the complex ion. Okay, this coordination entity is also called as a complex ion. Now what it is, basically this coordination entity, we say that it constitute of central metal atom, or we can have the ion, which is being coordinated which is coordinated to fixed number of negatively charged or positively or neutral molecule having lone pair. Okay, this is the coordination entity. Means okay, in the center we are going to have the one atom, and around that particular atom we are going to have the our, it can be a negatively charged ion, it can be a neutral ion, it can be a positive ion. Let's look at with the example. Say suppose we are having the CONH3 6 Cl3 minus. Now over here if you look, then we say that this center part is your coordination entity, and this Cl3, it is your counter ion. Okay, Cl3 is your counter ion. Now what you need to remember in your mind is what, whenever we are going to write down the counter ion, this counter ion is always written outside the bracket. Always written outside square bracket. We always write it outside the square bracket. Okay, this is our coordination entity. Coordination entity में क्या हो गया? You are going to have the metal ion. This metal ion is surrounded by this your fixed number of the coordinated bond, and you are going to have the counter ion. Counter ion is always written outside the bracket. Okay. Now discussing about the coordination entity only, we can have the different types of the coordination entity. We have the types of coordination entity. Now this coordination entity, we say that when you are going to talk about the coordination entity, it is being differentiated on the basis of charge present. We say that we can classify it on the basis of the different charge. Okay. Now this on the basis of charge, the very first we are going to have the cationic species. The very first one we are having the cationic species. Now let's look which one is the cationic species. We say the complex having the positive charge is called a cationic species. Okay, जिसके ऊपर भी प्लस का चार्ज होगा, it will be your cationic species, cationic complex, whatever name you can call it. Let's take its example over here. Say suppose we are having the CONH3 6Cl3. Okay, now over here if you look, this NH3C, यहाँ पे मेरा जो चार्ज है, over here I am having the charge of the +3. To compensate this +3 charge, we are keeping the Cl3 because your chlorine have the negative charge. अब यहाँ पे भी whenever you are going to write down the cationic species, always remember the point to note over here is what? That your counter ion, whatever the counter ion we are using, in the case of a cationic species, counter ion is always written on right hand side. आप राइट हैंड पे लिखोगे काउंटर आयन इन केस ऑफ द केटाइनिक कॉम्प्लेक्स. ओके, दिस इज योर केटाइनिक कॉम्प्लेक्स जिसके ऊपर आपका प्लस चार्ज है. अब व्हेन इट इज हैविंग द प्लस चार्ज, इट मींस दैट इस प्लस चार्ज को कंपनसेट करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, उतना ही माइनस चार्ज वी आर गोइंग टू राइट. जो हम माइनस चार्ज वी आर गोइंग टू राइट, दैट विल बी योर एनायन. मींस that anionic species will act as a counter ion, and in case of the cationic species, counter ion are always written on the right hand side. Clear? Now coming to the second type, B part, that is your anionic species. अब anionic species क्या हो गई? Complexes having negative charge on them. Clear? Now for example, let's take an example over here. FeS2O4 3 minus. Here if you look, This is H2O4 3 minus. It is your what? It is the anionic species over here. Now whatever you are going to write over here, आप जो भी काउंटर आयन इस माइनस चार्ज को कंपनसेट करने के लिए लिखोगे, इन दिस केस counter ion will be written on left hand side. ये मेन पॉइंट याद रखना है. Cationic species में your counter ion will be at the right hand side, and in the case of the anionic species your counter ion is going to be on the left hand side. Okay. The third one we are having the neutral ion or neutral species or neutral complex. Neutral ion or species means what? It is having no charge. इसके ऊपर कोई भी चार्ज नहीं होगा. For example, we are having a NiCO4. Clear? Because it is a neutral, it is not having any charge, so here we do not require any kind of the counter ion. Basically, counter ion we require to balance the charge which is present on your anionic or your cationic species. अगर anionic species है, it means कि वो negatively charged है. वो negatively charged है, तो जो counter ion है, वो हमें positive चाहिए होगा. If you are cationic species, it means it is a positively charged. If it is a positively charged, it means the counter ion will be your negatively charged. Okay. Now, on the basis of this only, coordination entity constitute of two parts. Coordination entity constitute of two parts. Okay. Now let's look at example again. CO NH3 6. Over here we are writing this CONH3 6 और इसके ऊपर चार्ज जो है वो +3 का है. Okay. Now when we studied the definition of the your coordination entity, what we said that a central metal atom is surrounded by a some by a coordinate bond. Now over here this cobalt is your central metal atom. ठीक है. Now whatever your central metal atom, it should be what? It should be a Lewis acid. It should have a vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbital होना चाहिए. Now vacant d orbital means that it will be belonging to the d block. d block का मतलब क्या हो गया आपका? That it is going to be a acceptor, isn't it? Means cobalt हो गया, nickel हो गया, chromium हो गया. These we are going to take as a central metal atom. Now what about the NH36? ये NH36 क्या है? This NH36 is your ligand. It is a ligand. The definition I will tell you afterwards. Now this ligand is what? This ligand is a ion which have a tendency of giving electron to central metal atom for bonding. Clear? It means अब क्या हुआ? कि इसके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट है and it is having the electrons with a lone pair. So what it is going to do? It is going to donate its bond to the central metal atom. Now ligand definition we have done, that what is the ligand? Ligand is a ion or atom or a molecule which have a tendency to give a electron to the central metal atom for bonding. It means your ligand is going to be a Lewis base. It can be a negatively charged. It can be a neutral atom having lone pair of electrons. इसमें से anything can be the ligand. Clear up to here? That what is the coordination entity, what is the counter ion, what is the ligand, and what is the central metal atom. Okay. Now, up we are going to study that about the ligands. That what are these ligands? Ligands, what we did, that in the case of the ligands are what, they are the entity, they are the ions which are going to donate its electron to the central metal atom. The reason is what, so that they can build up with a bond, okay, for the bond formation. On the basis of that, we say that it can be a nucleophile, it can be a negatively charged, it can be a neutral molecule having the lone pair of the electrons, it can be a Lewis base, anything it can be. Clear? Now, on this basis, we classify the ligands. Now, this classification of the ligands is very, very important. Okay, it is very, very important. The very first classification of the ligand is what? Monodentate. मोनोडेंटेट या फिर आप इसको बोल सकते हो यूनिडेंटेट. ओके. नाउ दिस मोनोडेंटेट यूनिडेंटेट का मतलब क्या हो गया? दैट दिस लिगेंड इज हैविंग द वन साइड फ्रॉम विच इट कैन फॉर्म अ कॉम्प्लेक्स. कि ये समझो कि उसका एक ही मुंह है जिससे वो सेंट्रल मेटल एटम को कैप्चर कर सकता है. क्लियर? और यू कैन से फ्रॉम वेयर इट कैन फॉर्म द बॉन्ड. Now I am writing over here that it have the only one donor site. Clear? For example, OH minus, X minus, NH3. Clear? The another one is a ambidentate. This ambidentate is a special type of a monodentate only. Special type of a monodentate. But in this case, we say that only one donor site but have choice. यहाँ पे we get a choice. Whatever the ligand, it is going to bind with the one site only, but we are having the choice of binding. Now let's look at example, but have the choice. Let's look the example. For example, example number 1 I am giving Cn minus. Now this Cn minus having the two sides means this particular ligand can bind either with the N or with the carbon. It can bind with the nitrogen also, it can bind with the carbon also. Only one side it is going to be. Now say suppose if binding takes place through nitrogen, if it is going to take place through nitrogen, then what will happen? If it is going to place through nitrogen, then it will be called as a isocyano. Okay, and second condition is what? If your bonding takes place through carbon, it will be called as a cyano. Now, this cyano we will do in the maybe today or maybe otherwise in the next class. We will come study this word into our nomenclature. At this moment, you have to understand this thing कि अगर एक donor site है तो it is a monodentate, means it is not having choice. वो यहीं से bind करेगा central metal atom को. Ambidentate means that it is going to have the two more than one donor site, but only one donor site, but it is having a choice out of the two, that from where it want to make a bond. Now, first example we have taken a Cn minus. If the binding takes place through the nitrogen, it will be called as a isocyano. If the bonding takes place through the carbon, it will be called as a cyano. Another example is your example number 2 in this ambidentate only, NO2 minus. Now, if the binding takes place, your bonding takes place through nitrogen, then it will be called as then it is nitrito N. Okay, and if your bonding takes place through oxygen, then it is called as a nitrito O. Okay. Similarly, we have the more examples in this case. For example, NO2 we have done, this we have done, this 2 we have done. Okay. Now, similarly, we have the another now. After a monodentate. Monodentate के बाद we have a bidentate. Bidentate को we also called as a didentate. Now, this bidentate or didentate means that it is having the two donor sites. It is having the two donor sites. Now in this, what if both the donor sites are symmetrical? Symmetrical over here means that whatever the donor site, they both are the same over here. For example, if we take an example of the ethylene diamine, this is your ethylene diamine. Now, it can bind from here also and here also, means whenever it will form a complex, it will form from the both ends. Okay. Similarly, we take the example of the oxalate ion COO minus COO minus. When it is going to form a bond, it will form a bond through this oxygen also and through this oxygen also. Means it is having the two donor sides. Clear? Coming to the next part. Bidentate only we are saying. First one we have done if it is having the same donor sites. Now another one is a different donor atoms. if we are going to have the different donor atoms, it will be called as a unsymmetrical bidentate. Okay, unsymmetrical bidentate होगा. For example, एक पे we have kept the NH2 group, and on the another one we have got a COO minus group. So it will bind through this N also, and it will bind through this oxygen also. So this type of the uh, ligand will called as a, it is a bidentate, and under a bidentate it is a unsymmetrical type. Clear? Two bidentates. Now the third one we are going to having the polydentate. A polydentate का mean क्या means what? That it means it is going to have the more than two sides. More than two sides, it is a polydentate. Now in this one, first we do a tridentate. Now when we are going to do the tridentate का example we take a diethyl diethylene triamine. Okay. Now let's look its structure. Its structure will be what? CH2, 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 NH, NH2, and NH2. Means when this diethylene triamine going to form a bond, so it will make a bond from this nitrogen also, from a this nitrogen also, and from a this nitrogen also. इसकी तीन बाइंडिंग साइड्स हो गई. क्लियर? This is tridentate under a classification of a polydentate. B part, tetradentate. Now tetradentate means that it is going to have the four donor sites, isn't it? Now four donor sites का example क्या हो गया? Triethylene, tetraamine. Let's look its structure. CH2, CH2, NH, CH2, CH2, NH, CH2, CH2, NH2, NH2. Now looking over here, यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? It can bind. It will bind from this nitrogen also, from this nitrogen also, from this nitrogen also, from this nitrogen also. It is having the four donor sites. So this is your what? This is triethylene tetraamine. The third one under a polydentate only is what? It is a hexadentate. Okay, hexadentate means that it is going to have the six donor sites. Clear? Now its example is what? EDTA. EDTA क्या हो गया? CH2, CH2, N, N, CH2, COO minus, CH2, COO minus, CH2, COO minus, CH2, COO minus. Now over here, it can bind through this nitrogen, it will bind through this nitrogen, it will bind through this this, this one, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is having the 6 donor sites. So this is about the ligands, that how many types of the ligands we are going to have. We are not discussing over here that what is the charge on the ligands. We are just studying that we are going to have the monodentate, one donor site, ambidentate, two donor sites with a choice of one, means it will bind through one site only. Another one, third one, bidentate. Bidentate means that it is going to have the two donor sites. Then we have the polydentate. In the bidentate, we was having the symmetrical and unsymmetrical. Then we have the polydentate. Polydentate may be studied the tridentate. Tridentate means three donor sites. Tetradentate, four donor sites. Hexadentate means we are going to have the six donor sites. Clear? Now, coming ahead after this ligand, we have the coordination number. This coordination number is very, very important for us. Now, what is the coordination number? Coordination number of a metal ion in a complex, it is defined as the number of ligand donor atoms is the number of donor ligand atom to which metal is bonded. Okay. Now यहाँ पे just a trick or as a formula, keep remember that when we are talking about the coordination number, agar, because this question comes in our exam, that tell the coordination number of this, what is the coordination number of this, just remember this thing, that coordination number is equal to the number of ligands multiply by density of ligands. Okay. Now this we say that number of ligands you have understood कि कितने ligands present हैं. Denticity of the ligands means that which we are saying that इसके पास एक donor site है, दो donor site है, तीन donor site है. That is your denticity of a ligands. Now let's look with few examples over here. The first example, let's look. We are having the CONH3 6 3 plus. Okay. Now here the question comes like this, that find out the number of find out the coordination number for the cobalt. What is the coordination number of the cobalt over here? Clear? Now coordination number of the cobalt is what? अगर आप इसे बनाएं तो CO NH3 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 NH3. This cobalt is being surrounded by the 6NH3. Clear? NH3 we are saying that it is an example of your monodentate. Means what? That number of ligands we are having the 6. NH3 we have done under a classification of a monodentate. Means it can bind through the one site only. So denticity of the ligand is what? 1. Therefore, your coordination number will be what? It will be 6. The coordination number will be 6. Uh, this coordination number है ना बेटा? Yes. Coordination number क्या है कि for example this is your center middle atom. Okay. अब इस सेंट्रल मेटल एटम को कितने लिगेंड्स ने सराउंड किया हुआ है? The number of the ligands will be its coordination number. We took an example of this. This is the cobalt. Cobalt को 6 NH3 ने सराउंड किया हुआ है. So number of ligands क्या हो गए? 6 multiply by denticity. Denticity का मतलब होता है number of the donor sites. NH3 we have done under a monodentate. Monodentate क्या था? That it is having the one donor site. Therefore, we are multiplying it by 1. So, its coordination number will be 6. One more, I give you an example. Say suppose this is any metal atom. Okay. We did a 5, 6. यहाँ पे I said the coordination number is the 6 because these are the 6 ligands. Now here what I am saying, this. Now can you, any one of you can guess that what will be the coordination number over here? Now here if you people look, what is here? That this is the central metal atom. We are having the 3 ligands. But I am saying the coordination number in this case, Cn in this case is also 6. The reason being is what? That we are having the total number of the ligands are the 3. But the denticity of the ligands, that is your what? The donor sites. This ligand is having the 2. This is also having the 2. This is also having the 2. So denticity is the 2. Therefore, its coordination number will be 6. Okay. Now, taking the other examples. Let's take an example of a COC2O4 3 3 minus. Okay. Now C2O4 minus means C2O4 means what? That it is your oxalate ion. Now one oxalate ion have the 2 donor sites. एक ये site, एक ये site. Isn't it? We are having the 3 oxalate ions. So again 3 twos are what? 6. So coordination number will be 6 over here. Is it clear to you? If networks are coming proper and you people are listening, then is it clear to you? Now, on the basis of this, I give you the 3 questions. Actually, one question only. Find the coordination number of central metal atom in following. Your A part. Cu NH3 4 SO4. Note down this question. Then Cu NH3 4 2 plus. C part Cu En2. Listen, En means ethylene diamine over here. Okay. En2 H2O 2 Cl3 and D part is your CO NH3 3 Cl Bri. Now your very first homework question for the today is what? Finding out the coordination number of these 4. Agar you are able to find out the coordination number of these 4, it means you have understood that how to find out the coordination number. Okay, this is your homework over here. Now, coming to the next topic, this finishes our coordination number. Another definition comes your coordination sphere. Now, this coordination sphere, the central metal atom and the ligands attached to it are basically it is what that your central metal atom and ligands attached enclosed in a square bracket is called coordination sphere. Means जो अभी तक हम लोग लिखते आ रहे हैं that all are your what? They all are the coordination sphere. For example, if we write down like this, so this complete is your coordination sphere. Clear? Another definition is your coordination polyhedra. This coordination polyhedra, we say it is the spatial arrangement of ligands which are directly attached to central metal atom. Means what क्या हो जाएगा? For example, if I say you that this is your central metal atom, this is your ligand, this is your ligand, this is your ligand, and this is your ligand. तो ये कौन सी shape हो गई? This is your tetrahedral shape. Similarly, if we write down like this, so this is your square planar shape. So these are going to give you the geometry for the central for your coordination polyhedra is what it is going to give the geometry. The another definition comes your oxidation number. Now what is the definition for the oxidation number? Oxidation number of the central metal is what? It is the charge which is it is going to carry. Now इसमें we get a question. For example, if I am having a Ni NH3 6 2 plus. Okay. Now over here we get a question that find out the oxidation number. How we are going to find out? We need to find out for the nickel. So I take it as a X plus. Ammonia का coordination oxidation number is 0. So what you are going to write down over here? 0 multiplied by 6 equal to, this is the charge of the plus 2. So 2 will come. So X will be equal to 2. It means the oxidation number of the nickel is 2. Let's take another example. Say suppose K4 FeCN 6 we are having. Okay. Now oxidation number of the potassium is 1. How many potassium? 4 plus Fe, we are going to take the X. For the Cn it is what? It is the minus 1 multiplied by 6. Now over here it is what? Equal to 0. So 4 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. So X का value क्या हो गया? Your X value is going to be the 2. So Fe का oxidation number is 2 over here. Clear? So similarly, Your homework question number 2 is what? Question number 2. Find out oxidation number of following. Your A part is CONH3 6 3 plus. B part is Cr C2O4 3 3 minus. C part is NiCO4. D part is Cr H2O6 Cl3. Then you are having a Cr En3 Cl3. Okay, so this is your question number 2 for the homework, that find out the oxidation number. If you are able to find out the oxidation number of this, it means you are clear with the oxidation number. Clear? Now the very last topic is what? That is your what? That is your homoleptic homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. Okay. Now, what are these homoleptic complexes? We say if your complex is having the same ligands, then it is going to be the homoleptic complex. For example, CONH3 6. It is having the same type of the ligands, therefore it is a homoleptic complex. Heteroleptic complex means that it is going to have the different ligands. For example, if we are going to have the COCl3 NH3 5 2 plus. Now over here we have the Cl also as a ligand, and we are having the 5 NH3 also as a ligand. Clear? Today we are going to do up to here only. Your homework is what? Maintain the notes of today's topic. Read the today's topic properly. Try those two questions, that you are able to find out the coordination complex and the coordination number and your another one oxidation number or not. In case of any issue, you can just text me. Okay then good day all of you. Just finish your work.